And I realized something else about that conversation I mentioned with the agent, the real estate agent. I'm writing a book right now called Name That Mouse, because the elephant isn't the only animal in the room. And what I did with that agent, and I want to put a name on this so that anyone listening can use this as a technique if you like it and you want to steal it. I became aware of a mouse in the room, which, oh, I'm constantly chasing. I'm like, oh, I think this is a dynamic that we have. And then I named it. Now we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen with this guy, but that's the first step is, oh, I notice this is happening between us. That's the way it seems to me. Does that seem to you that that's happening? Or I notice that, I wonder if I've just made you defensive. You know, it seems like you might want to defend yourself right now. Is that what's happening? Such a powerful technique. And it's something we could study for years and years. It goes deeper and deeper and deeper. Just whatever's happening between me and someone else, can I name that? And maybe we change it, maybe we don't, but at least we can now either get shared reality on that, like, oh, they think that too, or no, they have a totally different experience and they might name a different mouse. You know, maybe I have a mouse in the room, they have a hedgehog, who knows, but we can at least find out.
Yeah, and that can be challenging to do that because you don't want to offend someone or project your insecurities or weaknesses on them. So how do you overcome that kind of a challenge, David?
Well, that's another mouse. So if I think, oh, I want to say to someone, hey, I notice you've been late for the last 3 meetings, and I'd like to share how that impacts me and see if you're open to it. As I imagine saying that, I might start getting worried that they're going to be offended or they're going to get defensive and that it might not go well. So that's now a secondary mouse. I could start with that. I say, hey, I want to bring up something about how we've been interacting. And, you know, I want to do it in a positive way and not in a way that has you be defensive and whatever. Is it okay if I share it? So you can name that. I want this to go well. And I'd like this to feel like a supportive conversation. And, you know, if it's not, let me know. But that becomes another mouse. I remember when I was sitting in a course with a guru and a whole bunch of students, they'd pass the microphone and I'd have what I wanted to share. That was my mouse. I want to share, this is how I'm feeling. By the time the microphone got to me, I was now terrified. That was my new mouse. And I would skip over that and just try and share the other thing, but everyone could see that I was kind of terrified, but I'm talking about how happy I was this morning and it doesn't fit. It was just weird. It took me a long time to realize, oh, something new is here. Now I've got a mouse about the mouse. So now I could just start with, all right, I'm feeling very nervous and I don't want to dwell on that. I just wanted to name it and move on and share something else. Now people can relate to me around that. They go, oh yeah, you seem nervous, right? That makes a lot of sense. Okay, good, out of the way.